What's up on Powerhouse Crew? Today's video we're looking at the soft uppers for half doors. Why are we doing that? Well, I was kind of thumbing through some Facebook groups stuff, and someone had dropped some pictures of their windows being completely out of line. As in completely out of line, this upper corner right here, it's hard for me to coordinate to looking through a viewfinder. This upper corner right here was actually overlapping this a little bit because the windows were not completely out of square. We're not technically square, but we'll get there in a minute. You'll see what I'm saying. So this edge here was overlapping this way, but on this edge here was spaced backwards this far. There's actually a very easy fix for that. I really commend the people who are chiming in to help this person out. Totally do. But there was some of that was being a little overly complicated, okay? Hence the reason I think I need to make this video, because it needs to be said, it needs to be done. To fix that issue is super simple. There were suggestions like, up inside here you got your spreader bar. Your spreader bar, of course, you got your roll bar padding going over top right now. Inside the spreader bar, right along through here somewhere, there is a screw that is like one of those safety Torx bits. You'll loosen that up and you can loosen this, loosen that up there, of course, on both sides. And you can actually move your windshield backwards and forward a little bit to change the angle of this right here, okay? Some cases that can be needed. There's also, which I'll show you guys here in a bit, a dimension that you hook your tape measure here, and you go all the way back to your edge of your tailgate here. There's a particular dimension that you need to be at least in a very close ballpark of. So if it sounds like some information that you would like to know about, continue on watching this video. And if you would like to see more great informational videos about Jeeps, cars, motorcycles, tools, all kinds of cool stuff, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. Let's get on with this. So the first thing you want to do is check your doors. Are they located correctly? Now this goes for your half doors or your full steel doors, either one. What you want to do is look right through here. Look at your gap all the way down through here. Is this edge of the door rubbing on your body panel? Anywhere. If it is, you need to adjust your doors. I've got a pretty decent gap all the way around through here. My doors are not rubbing. Doors not rubbing body panel anywhere, so I'm good. Now the next thing we want to look at is our windshield rake. Rake meaning how far does the windshield lay back, okay? Now by looking at my door gap up right here, I could probably, my side window, I think my rake's okay, but my side window needs to be tilted this way a little bit. And I'll show you guys that here in a bit. See how this is laying back almost against the frame here, but I've got a little bit of gap going on here, which means the top of my window right here is kind of pushed backward that way. It's an easy fix. I don't need to take this apart for a windshield rake like some people are suggesting. You don't need to do that, okay? But it's just, say for instance, you need to check your windshield rake. Here's what you do. I've already got it set up. I've got a tape measure hooked on the top lip right here, okay? Hooked on there, run all the way through here, and I've got my back window panel unzipped so I can run on through the back window. It runs all the way back here. Right there's my tape measure. And right here, zoom in on that. Now I've got 75.5 inches right there. The magic number is supposed to be 75 1/8, but again, don't drive yourself crazy being OCD. Just don't do that to yourself. But there's 75 1/8, which means I could probably lay my windshield back a little bit, but I'm not going to because my hard top fits good. All my soft tops have always fit good. So this number is just a good ballpark suggestion. The magic number being 75 1/8. If you're within 3/8 to a half inch, you're probably going to make it okay. More times than not, what that dimension is about is establishing the rake of the windshield, like I mentioned earlier. But what that does for you, so if you got a soft top and you go to stretch it, and it hooks here up in that channel, and it goes flat across all the way back like that right there. Of course, with a full soft top, it goes all the way back past the roll bar and all that, obviously. If this rake right here is too far forward or too far back, you possibly will not optimally tighten the top whenever you lock your bows in. Like on a full soft top, right through here, where my hand at, like right through here, is where if you got the factory soft top, you snap this upward, tightens it up. Or on a best top super top, you've got an angled piece right here, it slides up and locks it in place. So establishing that rake establishes the gap for your steel doors, the alignment gap down through here, but also it can affect how tight or how loose your top is. If that dimension is too long, say for instance if it's 78 inches, and I'm just making up random numbers, but if it were 78 inches, that would mean your windshield's too far that way. So whenever you go tighten up your soft top, you're gonna have too much stretch going back that way, and it could be potentially too tight at that point. And too tight can mean it can start popping, stressing the stitches or zippers and stuff like that. And if you're running a hard top and that rake is too far forward, your hard top will not fit correctly. So as long as you're within 3/8 to half an inch or so of that dimension, you should be good to go. Cool, sweet. Okay, so what's next? Our door gap looks good. Our diagonal dimension from the windshield frame back to the tailgate, we're well within range. So what else can you check to make sure your windows are lining properly? Here we go. Now you'll know something a little bit different. If you call that window is actually overlapping, yes, you are correct. Because I intentionally warped the heck out of my frame just to show you guys what to do to correct it, okay? I've got massive wide gap right through here. I mean, I got air gap through here now. And it's actually overlapping the frame here. So what's going on? It's all about geometry, people. Whatever, I warp these things intentionally. I put that corner on the ground, pressed on that corner, which squishes these two together. This diagonally, I squish these two together, which pushes that corner longer. Corner here got shorter, that and there got longer. It's all about geometry. So what do I do to correct this at this point? So all I got to do, take that corner and that corner, make it shorter. Because if I make this shorter, diagonally this way, it'll make these two longer, and it'll put my frame back in place. I pulled the window out of the door, got it propped up against the Jeep so I can show you guys again the geometry of how this is supposed to work. When I told you that I intentionally warped it, I made it longer from here to there. By making it longer from here to there, that pushes that back, and it overlapped the frame up on the Jeep right there, up on the top. But it pulled this side shorter, okay? By making this diagonal dimension here shorter, it pushed a gap right here, so it was like way too wide. So from here to there is too long, from here to there is too short, okay? So what do we do to correct that? So let me walk over here and I'll show you what's up. As you see, I've got a rag laying down here, the corner of it, so I doesn't scuff up my soft top material or door material. What you want to do is press right here. Just get on top of it and push. Turn around this way, because I was pushing on this right here, so I actually need to push on that corner. You also notice too, whenever you do that, you can watch the windows right here start flexing. You got lines like it's right here. When you do that, you can see the lines shift a little bit that you're pushing in that direction. Because right there where I'm pushing, I got lines coming across this way, which is telling me I'm making this side longer, this side shorter. But what you want to do, you want to kind of overbend a little bit, because metal has memory, and it'll snap back to a certain position. So you want to push it past where you think you need to, because it'll spring back. Okay, let's check our fit. Okay, I don't have the door closed yet, but you can tell already it's not overlapping. It is just by a little bit, so I still need to push it a little bit more. I still got a wide gap up here. So again, I need to put that corner on the ground, press on this corner here, which will shorten that diagonally, and push that forward and pull this in. Now I've got it pretty close, but I think I need to bend it a little bit more. So what we need to do at this point, the windows right here, unzip them, because the windows can actually give you some resistance of pushing that frame down. So unzip the windows, that allows the frame to flex a little better. So let's try that out now. All right, check this out. Sweet lines. But look at our gap now. It's actually better than it was before. Just tuck it up on the windshield a little tighter. Good lines down here. We've got a good gap going on right here. The seal is actually on the frame back here, so I've got good seal. Touching back here, yeah. I've got good contact all the way through. Actually, it's better than it started. Ha! I just fixed my own window. What do you think? So, Power Ass crew, let's summarize this up. First thing, step one. Door gap. Make sure nowhere around this right here that you've got door metal touching body metal. Step two. Check your tape measure. Hook it there. Right over back through there. Till you get back here. And you want that dimension to be 75 1/8. I know I'm 75 1/2, but you've got about, like I said, 3/8 to a 1/2 inch of margin to play happy. And that's mostly because of hard tops. Soft tops are pretty forgiving on that dimension, but you don't want an extreme case of being 1 or 2 or 3 inches out, something like that, because then your top becomes either too tight or too loose. So, right there. Mine's set to 75 1/2 inches, and I have got hard tops, soft tops, everything. It's worked perfect. Step 3. Bend that upper frame into shape. Meaning, if your top here is overlapping your frame back here, if that's too long and you need that longer, what do? You squish it. Put that corner right there on the ground, press down on that corner. It shortens these two right here, lengthens these two. Okay, what if this side right here is overlapping that way? What happens then? From here to here is too long, that way's too short. You just do the same thing. Put that end on the corner, here, press, shorten it. That squeezes that frame. Now, as you guys noticed earlier, whenever I was doing this, I had the window zipped up. You can do it if it's just a little bit, but I really, as you've seen, after I finally smartened up and unzipped my window, that actually went into shape pretty quick. You push it, shorten it, put it on, check your gap. Up, still need a little more. Take it off, do it again. Take it off, do it again until you get proper alignment of your door. It's that simple, people. Cool? All right. So if y'all learned a little something from this video, hit me with that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave me some cool comments down below. And most of all, people, I really appreciate you hanging out with me. Happy Jeeping. Peace out. Later, y'all.